Hey everyone, and welcome. So today we're going to tackle a tense that sounds, well, simple, right? The present simple. But here's the thing, its name is a little bit deceptive. It has a few tricky corners, but it's also one of the most powerful tenses you'll use. So let's just dive right in.
Okay, first things first. I want you to take a look at this sentence right here. He go to bed very early. Does that sound right to you? Something's a little bit off, isn't it? This is probably the most common mistake people make. But don't worry, by the time we're done here, you'll see exactly what's wrong and you'll know how to fix it. Automatically. Every single time.
So, here's what we've got on tap. We're going to cover what the present simple actually is, talk about the one golden rule you absolutely have to know, see how it's used for habits and truths, look at some common mistakes to avoid, and then we'll finish with a really cool, kind of surprising way you can use it to talk about the future. Sound good? Let's go.
All right, section 1. What is the present simple? We're going to look at the two main jobs of this essential tense. Okay, so here's the basic idea. The present simple is all about describing actions that either happen regularly, over and over again, or things that are just generally true. Think of it like this. It covers your daily habits and the laws of the universe. Pretty big range, right? And this really breaks it down for us. We've got two main uses. First, things that happen regularly. Your habits, your routines. And second, things that are always true, facts, general truths. So it's the tense you use for I brush my teeth every day and also for the sky is blue. Same tense, two big jobs.
Okay, moving on. This next part is absolutely crucial. It's the golden rule for adding s, and it's honestly the most common point of confusion. This is exactly why that first sentence, he go to bed, sounded so strange.
So here it is, the big rule. For he, she, or it, you have to add an S or an ES to the end of the verb. That's it. It's not optional, it's just how it works in English. Think of it as a little signal that you're talking about one other person or thing.
And this table just lays it out perfectly, doesn't it? Look, for I, you, we, or they, the verb is just right. Simple. But as soon as you switch to he, she, or it, boom! That S pops on the end. It becomes writes. He writes. She writes. It writes.
Now, there's a small spelling twist. For verbs that end in a sound like O or sh or ch, it's kind of hard to just add an S, right? So we add ES to make it sound right. That's why go becomes goes. And there you have it. That's the answer to our little puzzle from the beginning. The correct sentence is, he goes to bed very early. Okay, we've got the golden rule. Now let's put the present simple to work. We're going to look at three key areas: habits, truths, and states. All right, first up, habits and routines. This is the bread and butter of the present simple. Check out the examples. She plays tennis every Tuesday. See? The subject is she, so we get that S on plays. But then, I drink coffee every morning. The subject is I, so no S. And hamsters run all night. Hamsters is like they, so again, no S. It's all about those things that happen on repeat. Use number 2, facts and general truths. These are things that are just, well, true. They don't change. Think about it. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. That's a scientific fact. The Earth revolves around the sun. That's how our solar system works. These aren't just true right now, they're true all the time. That's a perfect job for the present simple. And now for a super important group of verbs called stative verbs. That's just a fancy way of saying they describe a state or a feeling, not an action. You can't really see someone knowing something, right? It's a state. Verbs like, love, know, want, they usually just stay in the present simple. They don't like that ing form very much. And here's a perfect example of what I mean. You wouldn't really say, I am liking this song. It just sounds a bit weird in English, because like is a feeling, a state. So the right way, the natural way, is just, I like this song. Simple as that. All right, time to fix some common errors. This is the troubleshooting section. Let's look at a few common trip-ups so you can avoid them. And here it is again, our old friend, the forgotten S. Seriously, this is the #1 mistake. It's so easy to forget. But look at the difference. It's not, she work at the hospital. It has to be, she works at the hospital. Just gotta burn that golden rule into your memory. Okay, this next one is all about word order, specifically with adverbs of frequency. Words like always, sometimes, never. The general rule is they go before the main verb. But there's one big exception, the verb to be.
With am, is, and are, the adverb comes after. So it's not I always am late, it's I am always late. A small change, but it makes a big difference.
This is a huge one, mixing up the present simple with the present continuous. Just remember this. Present simple is for habits, for things you do in general. If something is happening right now, at this very second, you need that ing form. You wouldn't say I eat my lunch right now, you'd say I am eating my lunch right now. That right now is your clue.
Okay, you ready for our final section? This is a really cool one, a bit of a surprise use for the present simple. We're going to talk about the future. And yes, you heard me right, you can absolutely use this present tense to talk about what's going to happen. It's a neat little trick that will really level up your English.
So here's the secret. You use the present simple for future events that are locked into a schedule or a timetable. Think about a train schedule or a flight time. That schedule exists as a fact right now, even if the event itself is tomorrow. That's the logic behind it.
And these examples just make it crystal clear. Our train leaves at 11 a.m. tomorrow. The action is tomorrow, but because it's on a timetable, we use the present simple verb, leaves. Same idea here. My plane leaves at 8 tonight. And even for something simple like the bank closes at 5 p.m. today, it's a fixed, scheduled event. It's a super useful, natural-sounding way to talk about the future.
So to kind of wrap it all up, I love this quote from the English Plus podcast. The simple present is a cornerstone of English grammar used to describe habits, routines, general truths, and more. And that really hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? It's not just simple, it's a cornerstone. It's this incredibly flexible tool we use for everything from our morning coffee routine to the movement of the planets.
Okay, so now it's your turn to practice. I've got a question for you. What is one thing you do every single day? Think about it and try to write a sentence using the present simple. Getting it right just takes a little practice, and now you know all the rules. You've got this. Thanks so much for joining me.